Icefield Parkway's headed towards Banff this morning.
Yeah.
I don't think we're quite to the Icefield Parkway yet, are we?
I'm not sure if they call this part of the Icefield Parkway, but I don't know for sure. But we're driving through Jasper. Yeah. The sun is out.
This is our camp tonight in the small hamlet of Chaplin, Saskatchewan. We're camped down there with 3 other people, but we wanted to tell you what makes this place special. So what makes Chaplin special?
Well, the motto of the town is Chaplin, salt of the earth. And as you're driving in on the Highway 1, the Trans-Canada Highway, you see all these white piles, and on the creeks, the creek is probably 18 inches under where they've chipped this white stuff out, and it's just salt. It is Canada's second largest inland saline lake. So Lake Chaplin is saltwater, and they mine it. And the mine is behind us, unfortunately. The sun's over there.
There's the big pile of salt behind us with the sun.
And the mine, or whatever they call it, the mill, the processing plant. But what makes this place really cool, and I think it's because of the salt water, is that right over there, right across the highway where you can hear all that noise from, is the Western Hemisphere Shoreline Bird Reserve. So like 100,000 birds come here and nest in the summer, some from as far away as southern South America. So pretty cool spot, who knew? And there's a birder in camp, and he's got a camera lens this big, and he keeps running over here to see if he can see anything. So that's pretty cool. There are lots of birds.
Anyway, it's a beautiful night on the prairie tonight.
It is.
And we've got a good breeze blowing. Maybe we'll get to see some skies tonight.
Maybe.
We have finally got far enough south that we're having darkness.
Nights. And I didn't, I don't know, did I tell him that I saw the Aurora Borealis like 3 nights ago?
I don't know.
Exciting. So exciting. I didn't wake Chuck up because he had a really long day of driving, but I should have. It was at Swan Lake in British Columbia, and it was about, I guess, 1:30, 2:30 local time, and I went outside and I looked up and I was like, man, those clouds are really weird. Why are they so bright? And then it was like, I was like, oh my God, it's the Aurora Borealis. So my visit to the north is 100% complete. I just love it.
And shout out to her friend in Maine, Anne.
Anne, thanks for keeping me posted. Yes. And telling me. So my friend Anne has been texting and messaging me on the Aurora Borealis, where they're visible from. And apparently right now, there's a wide swath of them that come pretty far south. So while we are in southern Saskatchewan, she thinks we might, if we're in the right spot and looking at the right time, hopefully we'll see them. So thank you, Anne, so much.
Well, 15 miles from the border of North Dakota, here in southern Saskatchewan. I lost the bearing on that spindle, so had to call a tow truck. We'll see where we go from here. It's our poor little gnome town, headed to the shop with the bad bearing.
Yep.
Hopefully they'll get us started before too long, or we'll be hanging out in Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Estevan, Saskatchewan.
Estevan, Saskatchewan. Here we come. 4 hours later and we're rolling. I got new bearings and a hub, and I got new brakes on that side. Had them check out the other side. They smooth things off enough that we can roll. The spindle, of course, is still bent, but I would have had to wait 3 weeks for an axle up here.
At least.
At least 3 weeks. So we're going to try to make it on home.
They got us rolling.
They got us rolling. They always take good care of you in Canada.
Yeah.
This is twice that we've been broke down in Canada. Once on the eastern side and now in the middle. And they're always very sensitive to getting you back on the road. So.
And we only waited like 30 minutes for a tow truck.
Yep.
So shout out to Extreme Towing and Trent's Tire for mending us well enough to hit the road. All
right, keep our fingers crossed. All right, fast forward a couple of weeks and we're home.
We are home.
We drove 1,915 miles from
Estevan, Saskatchewan.
We did it in 4.5 days. So
it was speedy.
We kind of put the pedal down and just drove home. Put in a lot of miles.
But we got home.
Yeah.
They fixed us up and we made it home without any further trouble.
I was worried about the a bearing going bad again, or maybe a tire wear. But the tech who actually put the bearing and everything in Saskatchewan, I asked him if that was going to get us home, and he assured us it would, and it did.
Yeah.
And now the camper is in the shop. I've got a axle. That's a Dexter torsion axle. I've got one ordered. They say 3 to 4 weeks.
So we'll see.
Generally to get it in. Hopefully it won't be much longer.
Yeah.
It's going to run me about $1,150 installed for that axle. So better than I thought. And at least we're not sitting in Saskatchewan waiting for one to come in. So. Or
somewhere in the Yukon.
So on the way home, we stopped at we camped, actually Estevan, where we had the repair done, is probably only 30 minutes from the North Dakota border.
Yeah,
we were just about to North Dakota when we broke down. Thank God we broke down on the Canadian side, because if we had been on the North Dakota side, it would have been a long haul, a long wrecker haul. Probably had to go all the way back, all the way to Minot.
Yeah, probably.
To get it repaired. So we were really fortunate where we broke down.
Yeah.
But we did go ahead and continue that night, and we got to the little town of Velva, North Dakota, which is famous for
Dot's Pretzels.
Dot's Pretzels.
And we camped at their city campground, which was really nice.
Yeah.
It was a lovely campground with, I know we say it all the time, but the bathrooms were beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful
they were.
Bathrooms and showers.
Yeah.
Right next to the city pool.
Yeah.
A lot of teenagers were having fun, but man, when it closed,
they were
which
gone.
I think
it
was
quiet.
9,
yeah.
it was like dead silent.
Yeah.
So it was a really nice spot to camp.
The next day we made it all the way down to Elk Point, South Dakota, which is down between Sioux Falls and Sioux City.
Yeah.
So we made another...
Almost to Iowa.
Yeah, like maybe that was another almost 500-mile day or so.
Yeah.
We stayed at a nice little city park there, $15. Walked to had had dinner in a pub.
Yeah.
It was fine.
It was nice.
Next day we went down and we stayed at Graham Cave, Missouri. That's a place that we end up in quite frequently as we go north and west. Easy to get in, easy to get out.
Missouri State Park.
Inexpensive. There's nobody ever staying there. It's a quick and easy one for us.
Showers and flush toilets and a relatively new building.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah, really nice.
And from there, we made the push to close to Nashville, Tennessee, to a Corps of Engineer campground that was very nice. Yeah. It was called Pool Knob.
Yeah.
Only problem with Nashville is the traffic.
Right,
so.
And it was on the east side of the city.
Yeah.
It was, I would say, definitely part of the city.
Yeah.
No, the east side, not the west side, the east side.
East side, yeah.
But it was really nice. It was a nice Corps of Engineer campground.
And from there, we had a short haul home to western North Carolina, and here we are.
Here we are.
We really didn't film anything in that last stretch. We were just pushing to get home. So the video kind of ended in an awkward place there. So we wanted to catch you up about our trip home. And if you're curious about expenses, we're working that up. That'll be an upcoming video. If you have any specific questions about expenses, go ahead and comment below and we'll try to answer those. If you have any questions, don't you think, about anything about the trip,
sure,
just ask below and we'll try to address that.
Anything about campgrounds or roads or...
Yeah.
Anyway,
what do we got to say for ourselves?
I don't know.
Please like and subscribe.
Leave us a comment.
And until next time,
fare thee well,
Nomies.